Hey guys! HPP, and we are back for more Legends Arceus. So we're going to talk to Adamant here because we got a bit of a job to do. We got to go to the Three Lakes and fight the Three Lake Guardians. First things first, we're going to go to the Obsidian Fieldlands. So it's just kind of, we're going to be fetching a little bit, and we're going to be going to places that are familiar to anyone who's played Gen 4. Wow, there's a little bit of that in this game. So all we need to do is we need to go our way over here to Lake Verity. We will deal with that side quest another time. It's a bit important that we do this right now. But I will stop to throw stuff at the tree because that's just how I am. And I missed. And I really missed. Ooh, that's an Alpha Luxio. Not that. It's an Alpha Lux. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Ooh, those are iron chunks. They're a little bad. Want iron chunks. Gotta have iron chunks. More testicles means more iron. Very little meat in these iron chunks. Good, because we need those to make Ultra Balls, which is obviously important, man. Obviously important. Oh good, it knew what to do. Even from up there on the mountain. But that one's glowing, so we're gonna interrupt our regularly scheduled trip towards, Lake Acuity. Lake Verity? Like, the one with the stuff. That one. We're gonna go dive down this way. That's a Vivichoke. I don't want no Vivichokes. Get that out of here. Alright, but all we gotta do is rock up to where Adam and Volo are. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Well, the thing about Monster Island is it's actually a peninsula. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or so that's how the old tales go, anyway. Arc phone, go beep beep. Thank you, Arc phone. Very cool. The cave, it just appeared from nowhere. The Arc phone the professor was going on about. You ever seen anything else like it? Let's do this, HPP. Thank you, Adamant. Mistress Kohita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Oh, I ain't doing no fainting. Something about this place I can't quite put into words. Ah! Well, if it isn't Goodra. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. Trounce that thing, HPP. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. Well, we're gonna attempt to catch it. Nope. Alright, we're gonna attempt to battle it. Well, I guess I have to approach it. Come on, Goodra. Show me what you got. Alright, this is an Alpha Goodra. Ursaluna's got a good matchup against it because Goodra is Dragon Steel. I also resist Steel because I'm ground. I don't resist that though. Oh, this just went very poorly. We're just gonna hit it with high horsepower and see what happens. If it goes down, it goes down. We have an Alpha Slagoo that we're gonna evolve anyway. Oh, hey, nice. And it missed. Good. Let's try chucking an Ultra Ball at it. You know how it goes. Aw. Well, Shelter doesn't heal it. Shelter only buffs it. So that works. And the Obscure, I don't believe the Obscure works through Pokeballs. We're just gonna keep chucking a couple Ultra Balls at it. I don't need to catch it, because again, we already have an Alpha Slagoo that we can turn into an Alpha Goodra, but hey, we got it anyway. Cool! And Ursaluna got a level up. Well deserved for dodging 2 hydro pumps in a row. Well, so much for that. That's the way, HPP. I can tell by watching you and the Pokemon you caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now, let's see the Pokemon of the lake. Feel a mysterious presence. Good enough. Ah! Yoon! There you are, you roaming Pokemon bastard. Alright, Mesprit, what do you got for me? No, no, it's listening to our mind. Your emotions, share them with me. Sure, whatever. Speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you tell about this land, what stirred in your heart? Bewilderment. Panic. Fuck. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening, I guess. Bizarre. Ray comes from the actual Pokemon world, so it wouldn't feel bizarre. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? Oh, they're all so different. It doesn't matter what you answer this. Just have fun with it. What did you feel when you What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? They suck. Bunch of jerks. I solve all their problems and then they kick me to the curb as soon as it goes south. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. And we get a thing. Thank you, Mesprit. Very cool. You obtain Mesprit's plume. Da-da-da-da-da. Kyoon! A Kyoon! And it's gone. We'll be back for it later. Or will be. Can't even imagine what that must feel like, having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Like thinking, but you're thinking someone else's thoughts. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. Hardly even be surprised by things these days after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now we got 2 lakes left to visit. Acuity and Valor. Alright, let's get our way to the next lake. That worked out well, HPP. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I come from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't properly know how we came to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you wish to return to Mr. Kohita's home? Yes, let's go. That way we can patch up Ursaluna, because Ursaluna's gonna have to put in a little bit more work. Just a bit. I like the unique loading screen for Kohita's hideaway. It's probably Kogita, but I feel like Kohita sounds a little bit better. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true, then. The red chain must be real as well. I guess. This all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing, and it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess. But why? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, how would we even know it? One might even say, the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge for us to think more on ourselves, on the true nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we've got to do now is to complete 2 more trials, and we'll get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success to which you could attribute nothing. Wow! You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Oof. Bolo shredded. What do you have to say? More and more human voices echo throughout Hisui with the growth of your galaxy team. What an odd thing to say. I guess we get healed every time we go back because we don't exactly have anywhere to go. So let's be on our way to the next one. Alright, off to... Next lake is in the Mirelands. I think. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Because the Mirelands is basically where the swamp is, where the... Yeah, there it is, Lake Valor. The Mirelands is where... It's the thing... The marsh, the Great Marsh. That's it. That's the one. It's basically the Great Marsh in the past. A lot of the same Pokemon, too. It's the only place you find, like, Crogunks and Hippopotas, although I think you can find that in the desert as well. I don't actually know. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I did a Gen 4 game. Anyway, here's Lake Valor. Let's do it! What's up, guys? Do you know about Lake Valor? It's been said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though there are other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs to be done was born in people's hearts, or that is what legend would have us believe. Our phone is beeping. Beep, 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 beep. And we, use our magic phone to open another rock. Good job, team. I knew we could do it. Aha! Is there... Cave appears where there was none, and just for HPP. In we go! Imagine a strong Pokemon we could wait inside, protecting the pure Pokemon of the lake. Wow, I don't know why you'd think that, Volo. Could it be because that's what happened before? Let's see what we're up against. No, it's just a big Overquill. I'm just gonna take that out. A menacing Pokemon with... What about this one from my grandma? Those quills, they're venomous. Yeah, I know. I have a steel type though, so if I really need to worry about it. But fish me! But I don't. What is... Okay. Guess I'm throwing out my steel type. Double edge, huh? That's what you got? How's this gonna go, actually? I'm interested. Interested to see what will happen. I can't be poisoned. It's fine. Double edge, it's only move that does anything. Try Shelter. We haven't actually used Shelter. Pretty cool move. And it missed. It destroyed. Double edge twice, huh? Let's do Iron Head again. It might... Does flinching exist in this game? I don't actually know for sure. Ooh. And Sligoo is not down, actually. I'm not gonna bother catching it. It's not... I mean, I already have one. I mean, I already have this too, but... You know, we gotta get our points somehow. But it's not like an Alpha Overquill is that interesting. The next time, though, we might find something we need to catch. That's my HPP. Thanks, buddy. The mysterious presence again. Ah! Open mouth gape. Oh no, more mind speak. Show to me, unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Okay, buddy. Oh, look, Balms. Balm. Those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at Azelf. Go figure. Azelf, you want me to chuck stuff at you? Where it go? Where it go? Where it go? Come on, just appear. Just keep throwing bombs. That's really it. You. Come on, man. Will you abandon this folly? I'm still throwing stuff at you. Silence! You will be pelted. I don't know if it's when it hits it that it will react, but Azelf will keep asking you questions. You just have to tell it to kick rocks, and that you're gonna keep chucking food at it. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue? I'm still throwing food. No one can stop me from all this food waste. You ever see the anime Food Wars? Because I haven't. I imagine there's lots of food throwing in that. Well, Azelf, you're the next on the menu of having food thrown at you. It'll be like, stop. Your obnoxious, persistent works. Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? I'm still throwing food and you can't stop me, is what I have to say. Hooray, I hit it. Yoon! And that's that. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. You know, when you put it that way, it sounds really ominous. I'm just saying, I feel like we're doing the right thing here, and if you know about the red chain, you know what the red chain is for in the game, and even in the other game. But like, cool, we got Azelf's Fang. One more to go. You're right, Adaman. Okay, let's get out of here and go get that one more, and then we'll call it a part. Really, those don't take that long. We can knock all three of them out in a reasonable time frame, I would say. We did that one in less than 7 minutes. I assume all went well, HBP. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain while this running about? I guess I could think of 2 reasons: to keep the chain safe and to test us. You're right, Adaman, you're always on top of stuff. Perhaps you're right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all. Though having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Who can say? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. Could well be right, I guess. Maybe we'll have no way of knowing until we get the chain for ourselves. Shall we return to Mistress Kohita's camp? Home, home, home. And away we go! Wonderful. Then to see if we can see if Mistress Kohita has more insights to share with us. And we're back. So that's Azelf's Fang. I sense a warmth to it. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet me way want to add a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife are tense. When did you have time to go there? Makes you say so, exactly. It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Komodo has raised a force not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants? You sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon were to truly appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? That settles it, HPP. No time to lose. We got one more to find. The red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit. I'll come watch the historic moment unfold, too. Is that really all you do? Watch. Remember, once you've found the third lake and found what's needed of the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Okay. We're gonna pop over to our last location, which I believe is up in the Alabaster Icelands. That's where, yeah, that's where the lake is. You can see it at the top. Ice Peak Camp. Gonna go up as high as we can because we're going pretty dang high this time. Over this way. And we're gonna climb up that wall. Are you guys ready for some climbage? Up with the Sneasler, climbing up the thing. Climbing up the thing. Climbing up the thing. Gotta get to Lake Acuity. And do our last challenge. Now there's a Pokemon I'm gonna try to catch. If I kill it, these aren't super unique, so it's fine. But I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to do right and actually get this Pokemon, because it is a cool one as well. But I don't want to take too much time as well, so we'll see. Here we are in Lake Acuity, you know. I've been told it actually contains seawater. All the way up here? Nobody knows why. It could be a fluke of geography. Perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. I guess. You're pretty high in the mountains for there to be seawater of any kind. Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. I always think of the Lake Guardians as similar to Din, Nehru, and Farore, just because each of them grants a thing to the people that live in the world that they're in. So, kind of a nice parallel, I guess, to those things. A tool that can make caves appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have, especially if you're a merchant, I imagine. Imagine there may be a Pokemon in there protecting the Lake Guardian. Take care. Yeah, well, we'll see. They ain't a match for my bear. Ursaluna has kind of become the main character. Though if you know me, I guess that makes sense. Let's see what's waiting for us. Oh, look! Look! It's a Heatweed and Zoroark! I don't know you need me to tell this, but be careful around that thing. Okay, so with Ursaluna, Zoroark can't hit us with any kind of special move. I don't want to throw Gengar out there yet, because Zoroark, Heatweed Zoroark, is very cool, and it is a normal ghost type. It is the only normal ghost type that exists, besides its pre-evolution. I'm gonna try not to kill it, because it's a cool one, but I mean, we can get it elsewhere. We can find Zoroas, and it really is a matter of just being in the right place at the right time. But hey, it's worth trying, I say. It can't hit me with its special move. Oh, it can hit me with Snarl, though. Ow! And it did Snarl again. Great. My stats are down. Let's see if Play Rough kills it. Oh, it did. Regrettable. But we have to defeat them eventually anyway. So we'll be back for more Zoroarks. It do be like that sometimes. I should have just thrown a ball at it. But hey, it's not too bad. You could do it, HPP. Feel a mysterious presence for the third time. Just with the wide-eyed, open-mouth Kyun. Alright, this one gonna be. Gotta do the mind thing. Come on, Uxie. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Okay, I had to look this up beforehand because who the hell remembers that? Tell me each one by one, all at once. Answer me. I'm ready to answer. But I had to look this up to know this because who the hell knows exactly? But the answer is 60131. A lot of damn eyes. Yoon! Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. And that was it. So, there we go. Got the third claw, Aduxie's claw. This is the claw of Hermos, the fang of Critias, and the eye of Timaeus. Was the first one Mesperit's eye? No, it's Mesperit's plume. But God, I wish. No one cares about that. No one knows what you're talking about. Okay, we completed the trials set by Uxie. And bye, Uxie. See you later. That's it. You've completed the trials of the 3 lakes. And let's go back and talk to Kohita, and we'll call it a part. Had to walk a pretty long way to get back that time. It seems we finished the Three Lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told then to head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what would await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let's be on our way. Does it take us directly there, or do we have to actually go there? I guess it takes us directly there. Shrouded Ruins. That's, Mist is very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we should need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Right, but how do we make the red chain? Adamant does not care at all about that. I would hardly know. When I speak of divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world, do you really imagine it could be forged by mortal hands? What are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste. I guess we're just gonna wait around. Hey, there they are. They decided to come help us. Ah, the Pokemon of the Lakes. Mind powers. Well, if I could call that anything, I would call that a red chain. Or maybe a red friendship bracelet. Friendship necklace? Anklet for a red anklet for an elephant? So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded again, HPP. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news of my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems your commander is going to forego waiting on our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. Keep thinking, even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? He's gonna punch it. He doesn't know yet that HPP has managed to get the red chain, does he? That's right, we gotta let him know that it'll be alright now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason, then call off this foolhardy mission of his. Yeah, we'll see about that. Commander Komodo is not exactly a forward-thinking type. Oh yeah, Kari. HPP? Welcome back! Really grim here. We in the Survey Corps hardly speak to one another lately. With you back, maybe Captain Silene's appetite for potato mochi will return. Anyway, wait here a minute, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back. Actually, don't do that. That's not the captain, that's Professor Levinton. Oh, my dear HPP. Professor has been awfully worried about you. Of course I was worried, but I don't think I could hold a candle to the distress you showed, Akari. That's blowing that out of proportion. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where's the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander Komodo's gone. Yeah, 'cause he went up to the mountain, weren't you listening? Determined to set this whole space-time business behind himself. It's time to feed the Pokemon on the other side. That's why I was filling out the regular guards with the Pikachu at the ready. We aren't getting anywhere here. Let's get inside and report to the captain. Wow, there are a lot of forced cutscenes here. I was thinking the part would not be quite so long, but I tried to fit it all together. So, sorry if it's a little bit long. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thanks, Captain. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Aber vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Look at her looking off like, Before moving forward, I must ask, I admit that you were here again because you managed to learn something from us. I assume that you're here again because you managed to learn something of use? Well, I got this red chain. Go on. Wait about the red chain. Yeah, so it came out of the sky, and the 3 lake guardians, and 3 tools had to bind the very world. Commander Kamado was no longer here in Jubilife Village. Security Corps has been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the survey corps to the mountain as to prepare to fend off many a threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. How strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten HPP to help. As captain of the survey corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. HPP, take the red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all of this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Hooray! Now we have a mission to go to Mount Coronet. Are you certain you can do that with the commander away, Captain? Who cares? I'm in charge here. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, he shouldn't have left me in charge. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Ah, very well. Next time, we're going to do a little bit of cleaning up of some certain areas. Or we'll just move on to Mount Coronet. We'll see. But we're getting near the end. I will see you guys there. Bye-bye.